Hello, this is Beth, but of course you know who that is. What I want to do is give y'all a message to the care managers, and this is a message following up from our conversation today. It's a message about hope and how you're the harbinger or the carrier of hope for our caregivers. You're going to have people that call you and they're going to be afraid, or you're going to have a person that you're sending out to a building that you know that they've just sanitized for the COVID virus. You're already going to feel a little bit anxious because you're trying to fill something that's a little bit more difficult. You're going to feel scared because people aren't picking up the phone because they've all heard through the grapevine what's going on. But what I want to do now is talk with you on a few steps of how to handle this with caregivers. Number one, you need to listen to them. When they say to you, I don't want to go because X, I heard, you need to say, I hear you. Can you tell me more about that? Let them ventilate what their fears are. I have a husband and he's just had cancer treatments and I don't want him exposed to that. I hear that, I understand that. But how would that be different than if you went to the grocery store? Because this building that we're asking you to go in has been totally sanitized and everyone there is practicing infection control. And the people that have COVID, they are not there anymore. Well, I'm concerned because I heard some of the caregivers there and they've now come down with it. Well, do you know that when you went to the grocery store yesterday, some of the people that you walked past had COVID and some of them have come upon it as well? The difference is when you're in this community is they're practicing very safe hand hygiene. Whereas you don't know if that's the case at the grocery store or the drugstore. And we know it's scary. All of this is scary. But if we don't come there, who's going to care for these people? We have the tools. We're equipped with the PPE. The building's going to help us. And you know what? These buildings are getting people healthier and they're improving from COVID. And you're part of that process. You were called to be part of that process. Well, I'm still really, really afraid. I hear you, but can you have a little bit of faith in what I've just told you? I don't know. My husband says he doesn't really know. What I want you to do is I don't want you to go against your husband. That's not what we're asking. But I want you to give your husband some good faith and some facts. That one, the building is cleaner than the grocery store that you would go to. That number two, the staff there is practicing high-level infection control. And number three, these are clients that we take care of every day. We're going to practice 6 feet of distancing. We're going to use our mask. We're going to use our gloves. And those are the preventive measures. We're not like hospital personnel that you see on the front lines. We're not getting aerosols on us. We're not having people on ventilators. We're simply practicing standard precautions and droplet precautions to care for these people by us wearing a mask and them wearing a mask together. Well, that seems to make sense, but I'm still not sure. I hear you. Think on it and pray on it because we need somebody to go and you're important. For our business to be successful and for us to continue, for everyone to have a job and for us to meet our obligation to the older people we care for, we need to do this. We understand you're afraid. We all are. But we're going to combat that with the facts that we have and faith that God will be with us if we honor using our talents to care for those He asked us to. You are important. We will pray for you and your family. And we thank you for thinking about this because this is the thing that's going to make a difference. If everybody runs from these people, there's not going to be anyone to care for them. But the difference you have versus the hospital is you're going to have the equipment that you need. You're going to have the support that you need, and you're going to be in a building that's very sanitized. So think on it. It's important to our company. It's important to you and what you do, and share that with your family and let them know we appreciate what you do and your frontline work. These are the messages you need to give to the caregivers. They're scared. You just need to talk with them. No different than you talk with your family when they're afraid of something. First, you listen to them. Tell me how that feels. Tell me why that is. Tell me I heard you say you're really scared and it's because of your husband. Recognize all that. but then give them some facts, one at a time, and let them take them in. You can do this. Put yourself in their shoes and what they're hearing and what you'd like to hear if you're on the other end of someone being told you needed to go for a job. Your role is vital. You are their coach, you're their mentor, and you're their prayer warrior. They will feel that through the phone, and that's the singular difference that you can make. So I want you to try it. Go forth. If you have any questions, give me a call, and thank you.
Awesome.